And here we are again. Hey, everybody, what's going on? We're going to start the show right now. So if you're ready, everybody ready? Everybody ready? Okay. Give me an 8-count blip countdown. Ready? Go. 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Nice.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Okay. Actually, it's not time for Dodger. We're not playing today. Today is the 6th day of August, 2026. I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your Los Angeles Dodgers. And today on Let's Talk Dodgers, as usual, we'll have some news, an injury report, some shout-outs, the state and Dodger history, memorabilia. Yeah, I got some memorabilia. Stats of the day, quick hit trivia, and more. But first, the news. Well, not so much the news. We are not going to review that losing series with the Cubs. Instead, we're going to do this like we did last time. Can we just do what Dave Roberts said in the news? Say, just flush it. I want 3 flushes for those 3 games. Right now, 1. Okay, there's 1. Let's do 2. Okay, that's 2. All right, and 1 more for 3. Ready? That's it. Flush them away. That's it. Bye-bye. No more. That'll make everybody happy, right? Okay, they're gone. Those games are gone. I get it. The longest losing streak of the year? Okay, so what? We didn't have any big. We never lost more than 4 all year in a row. So what's 6? Come on. Now, the rest of the way, we're not going to lose that many. We're going to do it. And remember, when we did lose that way last year, we lost 6 in a row once last year. We still won the World Series, right? Am I right? Of course I'm right. All right. The good news is the Dodgers are still standing at first place, 69-46. Good for first place in the NL West by 8 games. Yeah, I know it was 12 before. It's 8 now. We're 8 over the D-backs, 10 over the Padres, 21 over the Frisco Giants. Yeah, I said Frisco, okay. And 24 over poor Colorado. What are you going to do? Last time we didn't do an update on injuries, so let's do a big one this time. We got a lot of them. And you guys know it. I know it. Why do you think we lost 6 in a row? These are a bunch of guys that are missing. You ready for the list? I'm going to be tired out before just reading this list and not telling you all the, if I just read the list, it would take me all day. All right, let's get into this. Dalton Rushing and his right UCL tear. Ouch. He's expected to return possibly in sometime this year. The status right now sits at this. The imaging revealed a slight tear in Rushing's UCL, and his ability to catch again this season is in question. But the Dodgers are going to try and bring him in and back as a hitter, as a DH, whatever, or as a pinch hitter. So that's the good news. The bad news is he's probably not going to catch anymore this year. That's why we got those other guys in there. That's why we got Rortvet's back. All right. How about left-hander Blake Snell and his loose bodies in his left elbow? He's expected to return sometime during the week of August 10th. That's next week. His current status is while he didn't make it into the 5th inning in his last rehab start with Oklahoma City, AAA, on August 4th. His next start is expected to come with the Dodgers sometime, I don't know, maybe this week. So Blake Snell's coming back. About time. How about his partner in crime, another great pitcher we need here, Tyler Glasnow and his lower back spasms. You're going to tell me he's about a couple of months because of lower back spasms? Okay. All right. He's expected to return sometime in August. They didn't say when. He's been stretched out to 2 innings on 16 pitches. He threw additional pitches in the bullpen in his first rehab start with Single-A Ontario, August 4th. His next start is scheduled for August 9th. So they're going to stretch him out a few more innings, and then they'll probably bring him back later in the month. And that's good news because, hey, we need that guy. Tyler Glasnow, you kidding? He's an ace. He's one of the top 5 pitchers in the league. And what about Shohei Ohtani and the left knee inflammation and his right bicep discomfort? He's expected to return as a pitcher whenever. They don't know yet. But we don't know when it is. Sometime this year. But his current status is he could resume playing catch at some point during the series in Arizona from August 7th to the 9th. So we'll see what's going on with that. I don't know. I don't know. He should be back in the. Well, he's been in the lineup, but we got to see if he's going to pitch again. I hope he'll be able to pitch by the end of this month. That's my assessment. Okay, if he makes it September, great. But he really should pitch, a little before September, I think. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, okay. And what about, I'm touching my neck for a reason. What about Will Smith and his neck inflammation? He's been hurting for a long time now. They say now maybe he'll be back in September. I hope so. His current status is that he's pain-free. Pain-free, that's a good thing. And he has resumed baseball activity after a period of his shutdown. He continues to work through a hitting progression, so that's good. But we don't know when he's coming back. But they're thinking probably September. Wow. Well, that's why they got Ben Rortvedt there, so he can fill in, and we'll see. And the other guy they got, too, I forgot. Anyway, got a couple of catchers. All right, now here's a guy nobody's talking about because he's not really expected to be here this year, but he might be. How about Gavin Stone? Remember him? He had right shoulder inflammation. He's expected to return possibly in September. His current status is he's set to begin a rehab assignment with AAA Oklahoma City on August 6th. That's today, so that's a good thing. And if Gavin Stone can make it back by the end of the month, dude, we'd be having some pitching. We'll have like 9 starters. That's cool. And we'll put some of those guys in the bullpen for the playoffs, I'm sure. So that's what we got going on. That's your full, I guess, almost full report on injuries. It's painful to say all that, but it's good news is that most of those guys are coming back, and soon, we hope. So that's good. All right, fun stuff. Whenever I do this, it means fun stuff. It's all fun. It's a podcast. The fun stuff is for you today because after you get to watch little old me blab on about the Dodgers, you're going to be watching a cool part 3 of When It Was a Game. That was the great HBO series made in the 90s. I think everybody is going to enjoy this, especially if you haven't seen it. And this particular segment of it is really good. It's an hour-long festival of the golden age of baseball in the 1960s, which is, of course, when I grew up, and some of your parents. And I got to tell you, Bob Gibson's in it, Don Drysdale, Sandy Koufax, Maury Wills, all the greats of the 60s, and Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. You'll see all kinds of guys there. It's in full color. You'll love it. And if you haven't seen it, it's great. And we're going to post it on our Facebook page under Let's Talk Dodgers. Right after we post this show, we're live now, but we're going to check for live people in a minute here who are showing up on our YouTube page. But after we post this, bounce it back to Facebook. We're going to put When It Was a Game Part 3 in Facebook. All right? So look for that after this. And that's your entertainment for the night because there's no Dodger baseball today. All right. Ready for some shout outs? Wow, I need a drink of water for it. This is a lot of shout outs here. Are these guys all new? I think there's some newbies in here. Okay, our shout outs today go to Veronica A, Eric O, Raquel H, Noah R, Ed L, Salvador M, Miriam R, Eric M, Kyoko Y, Terry O, Aaron G, Tony T, Jareed G from Nike. All right, way to go. Hey, Tony, nice to see you. From Nike, that's a big deal. Jerry, I got my Nikes on right now. Jerry T, Paul D, hey Paul, Lynn T, David G, Jose C, Wanda V, Roger Yee, and you and me, and Fox Jabri, who's Fox Kelly because he is El Zorro. Thank you everybody for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Thanks for watching here. I know it's well, there's no other baseball day, so I gotcha. But thanks for subscribing on YouTube. That means a lot. And thanks for following us here on Facebook as well. Tell all your Dodger-loving friends who happen to be #1 fans like me, tell them where we are in Facebook and in YouTube, and tell them to like us in Facebook, and tell them to hit the subscribe button here on YouTube. We're always talking Dodger blue. Got my Dodger blue. Actually, this is more of a dark blue. But tell them to like us and tell them to watch us because we're always talking about the Dodgers. Go blue. Welcome aboard all the newbies. Can I hear it one more time from the newbies? All right. Glad to have you all in here, and you know who you are. If you have some fan mail, you can toss it in the Facebook page. And, of course, the Facebook page is Let's Talk Dodgers. And if you want, you can also write to me directly, letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. That's letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. For the first time ever, also this year, first time all this year, after 20 years we're doing this. If you have comments, you're now allowed to make them in this YouTube video after it's been posted, of course, after it's not live anymore. But we're going to see some live comments right now. So let's take a look, see if anybody's here. Nobody here? Anybody live? Hello. Okay. All right. I'm going to check one more time at the end. So if anybody shows up, we'll just check them out. This date in Dodger history. Well, it's a tough one. You've got to be hard pressed to find something that happened on this date. So what I did was I went back into the record books to see what happened in Dodger baseball in games that we won. We didn't win a whole lot of games on August 6th. I'm not sure why. I went back like 30 years, but most of them are losses. That's kind of weird. I like to be more positive update. Here's a positive one for you. August 6th, 1966. On this date in Dodger history, the Dodgers were in Houston to play the Astros. Maury Wills and Tommy Davis both went 2 for 4. Don Drysdale pitched 6.1 innings, giving up 7 hits, 3 runs, and walking 2 with 5 strikeouts. And the Blue beat the Stros that day 4-3, so that's a good thing. The winning pitcher, of course, was Don Drysdale. The save was by Phil Regan. We'll talk about him in a second. All the way, and all this on the way to their NL pennant, which they captured that year. I'm sure you remember that, or if you were around, you do. But that was happening on this day, August 6, 1966. Don Drysdale, Big D, he was our guy. All right. Stats of the day, according to Ross Porter on Facebook, this is a great one. This is the Dodgers' second longest losing streak in 7 years, the 6 that we just had. They fell in 7 successive outings last season, but this is the longest one since 6 years ago. So hope that doesn't happen again. Of course, the only way to go is up now, guys. Right? It's gonna be. I mean, like I said, we flushed those 6 games right now. Come on. There you go. Okay. Let's do, while we're on our stats, let's do the Jack in the Box Jumbo Jack watch. 7 Ks by our pitching staff in a game gets you 1 free Jumbo Jack the next day with a large drink. Here's my large drink. Right now, the team's done it 93 out of 115 games. That's 81% of the games we've done it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And by the way, if you're keeping score at home in those 115 games, since we've played 115 out of 162, that means that 71% of the season has already been played. 29% left. All right. More free Jumbo Jacks with the purchase of a large drink. Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Dodger pitching staff. And whenever the Dodger pitching staff gets 7 or more Ks in a game, all you do is walk into your local Jack in the Box in LA and Ventura County and just say, give me the Dodger deal, please, and buy a large drink. And they'll give you a free Jumbo Jack fixed any way you like it. All right, here's a good one for you. Quick hit trivia. We know that we got Tarek Skubal, right? You heard about that this week. We talked about it. All right. Saw him pitch, did a pretty good job. Who was the last Dodger to wear Skubal's number 29 for more than 1 year? That means 2 or more years. Who was the last Dodger to wear Skubal's Dodger uniform number 29 for more than 1 year? We'll give you the answer in a few minutes, all right? No multiple choice. You got to know this one. All right, here's an update as of 8/6 or so. There's the list of the various ways you can watch games for free on Sportsnet LA. There used to be 5 or 6 different ways. We're down to maybe 2. Right now, I'm testing out the new Google TV stick, which if you do something to it, you can watch Dodger games for free. We won't talk about it right here. Hit me up privately if you wish to discuss it. It's also called an ONN stick. There are several other ways. We won't talk about those now. ppv.to has now been seized, whatever that means. That means they're not doing it anymore. So the only other one I got for you, and BLS is now on Instagram. If you have that, you can find her. I don't know how you have to be invited to somebody to do that. And then the only other way I know of is the Iranian betting site, MLB24all.ir. I guess that's what it is now. Anyway, let's get you out of the ballpark. Friday, that's tomorrow, or it's today if you're watching today on Friday, August 7th. Roki Sasaki is 5-5 with a 4.64 ERA. He's going up against Merrill Kelly, who's 8-9 with a 5.04 ERA. Now, all 3 of these games with Arizona are at different times. The first one is at 6:40 p.m. Sportsnet LA Friday, tomorrow. Got it? Got it? Okay. Just to see if you're listening. Saturday, August 8th, Yoshi Yamamoto in his 11-7 record. He's got a 2.76 ERA. Pardon me. He's going against Brandon Pfaadt. He's gotten 0 saves and a 3.66 ERA. He's one of the relievers. That's a 5-10 game on Sportsnet LA. I think MLB Base, MLB TV, and MLB Network is covering one of these. And then Sunday, August 9th, it was supposed to be Robo originally, but now it's TBD. They haven't announced it yet. So I don't know who's pitching for the Dodgers. For the D-bags, it's going to be Eduardo Rodriguez. He's 10-4 with a 2.71 ERA. That's a 110 game on Sunday. Sportsnet LA, 110. So you got a 6:40 game Friday, 5:10 game Saturday, and 110 on Sunday. Let's give you some quick game notes on the D-backs. Injuries and moves of note for them. Arizona made one trade ahead of Monday's deadline, acquiring Lars Nootbaar. Remember that guy from St. Louis. And the D-backs might get Jordan Lawler back from the IL over the weekend as well, so we don't know yet. Their rotation has been hit especially hard by injuries. And in case you didn't know, Zach Gallen, Michael Soroka, Ryan Nelson, and Corbin Burns are all on the IL, so they're having a hard time. Of course, I don't think they're going anywhere, but they've been pretty close. They've been nipping at our heels a little bit, but we'll see what happens. All right, let's give you the quick hit trivia answer. Who was the last Dodger to wear Scooble's number 29 for more than 1 year? And there were a lot of other guys that wore it recently, but there's not anybody that wore it that recently. So let's pick up on what the answer to this is. The answer would be who's worn it the longest recently. I guess it would be, let's see, I had the answer. It was supposed to be Ted Lilly, I think. He had it for 2 seasons, but let's go back and we'll see who had it the most. So in 2021, Andy Burns had it. Billy McKinney had it in 2021. Dylan Covey in 2023. Austin Wynns in 2023. Michael Grove had it in 2024. And earlier this year, Jonathan Hernandez had it in 2026. Who's worn it the longest in Dodger history? That would be Adrian Beltre in 98 to 2004. He wore it for 7 years. So that's the real answer. Who's won it for more years than anybody in Dodger history. But I think the guy that we're talking about is Ted Lilly. He had it for 2 years, I think back in the late 90s. He's the last guy to have it more than 1 year. Anyway, and then Beltre had it after that. All right, memorabilia time. This is a cool one. We mentioned his name a couple of minutes ago when we talked about what happened on this date in '66. The guy that got the win of that game was Don Drysdale on this date in '66 in Houston. But the guy that got the save, this guy right here, yeah, that's Phil Regan, the Vulture. That's a Topps card from, what year is that from? That's a '68 Topps card. But that's Phil Regan. He just passed away a couple of weeks ago, yeah, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, Phil Regan, they call him the Vulture because he kept stealing wins away from people. He'd get a win or a save. He'd usually come in and get the win when the Dodgers were tied or something like that. So great stuff. And that's our memorabilia for the day. All right, anybody here yet? I'm just checking. Nobody's here right now. All right, we'll just keep going. That was the quick hit trivia answer. Let's see what else we got. Other cool stuff. Don't forget that I tend to leave some pretty cool Dodger content about our team on our Facebook page from time to time. So check back often, including today. And you're going to see it right after I post this up. When It Was a Game, Part 3, the HBO special. I think you're going to dig it. It's really fun. It's about 57 minutes or so. No commercials in it unless the YouTube puts them in. But that's a fun one. If you haven't seen it, check it out. If you've seen it and you miss it, check it out again. At the very end of that, by the way, as with the other two, you'll get to hear Grantland Rice's great poem, Game Called, by 3 different people, and they tell you at the end of the show who did it. But it's really cool. So I think you'll like it. The videos in this are great because they're old movies, old 8mm movies from fans and other people that were taking movies of them in the 60s. Whole bunch of different guys, including Dodgers. So all the golden era of the 60s come to life with Willie Mays and Hank Aaron and all those kind of guys. All right. We'll talk again soon, probably after the next series, probably after this series. So probably on Monday. All right. And we'll come back at you with that. And I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks again for watching. Hey, Dave Roberts, what do you want to do to this Arizona team?
I want to beat the crap out of this team.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. In fact, let's just flush those guys, huh? Just flush the D-backs down the tubes. All right. We'll see you next time here on Let's Talk Dodgers. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Play ball. It's time for Dodger Baseball.